The First Descendant recently made some changes to EXP farming that made leveling up actually way faster while you're just playing the game. So we're going to go over what they actually did. First and foremost, if you hit escape to go into the menu, click event right here, they added Descendant daily tasks to the game. Through these Descendant daily tasks, you are able to, if you at least complete research, gain a 5-hour Descendant EXP boost every single day. So you can log in, finish a research, and then get an XP boost and level a Descendant. As well as there's other dailies for gold, Kuiper, and materials that you use to build catalysts, so I would recommend doing those. But this should make it actually a little bit easier to level your Descendants right now, as the game is giving us event update freebies, so keep that in mind. With that, this update also brought massive XP increases to regular hard mode infiltrations. Not like the invasion missions that they added, but hard mode infiltrations. As well as normal mode infiltrations are, you know, something you want to run once, but I wouldn't ever recommend doing those outside of one time. Hard mode infiltrations are now a really good leveling spot. If you go to Heart of Fortress, you can see right there, the main reward for Heart of Fortress is 200,000 19k, 219,000 experience, okay? Insanely high amount of experience boost compared to before, and it only really takes place in hard mode infiltrations. Normal mode, like I said, they didn't get a EXP boost, but you just want to kind of go through normal mode to finish the game, right? But man, hard mode got such a good boost. Not every mission's amazing, seemingly. This one you only get 86,000 XP at the end of the mission, but a lot of them are really good. Caligo Ossuary, you get 147,000 EXP at the end of the mission, and a lot of the XP you get in mission from monsters and everything seemingly was also increased a ton. So let's run one of these missions to see how good it really is. But I just want to clarify, 147k for finishing the mission, 171,000 there. This one's 192,000, so higher level area zones probably will have the missions that are higher level. That one's only 98,000, that give more XP I should say, but the Forgottens, 154k. So all of these new missions with the, I should say, new XP boost are really good. Just make sure it is one of the better ones, right? Because that one gives 100k, that one gives 47, that one gives 219, 171. So if you're farming specifically for XP, Heart of the Fortress, that's pretty good. But just in general, a lot of these missions are really good. If they're fast missions that you can run really quickly, that's probably why they give less XP. So honestly, generally running the game in hard mode, Infiltrations, to farm Amorphous and farm up ultimate Descendants and weapons is the best way to go about playing this game right now with this latest update. So I could farm up, let's say, items here, Blue Beetle, Isimone, stuff like that, or I could go here, get me some Enduring Legacy, I kind of need that, maybe an Ultimate Glay Code. So you always want to really run it in the select high score kill multiplier so that you get more loot, but other than that, you're guaranteed to get your 200k essentially bonus XP if you finish the mission. In order to have a good build, I would say Bunny's always ideal. Descendant modules, you can choose what you like. HP collector, defense HP is what I like for defense. And then just AoE damage and crit is what I chuck on. You want to have if you want to like do it as fast as possible, your reactor that actually works with your character and does a lot of damage. And for external components, I tend to just straight up build tanky external components right now with defense HP. That one has HP, that one has defense HP, that one has defense, so I like to just build as tanky as possible. You're generally good to run any of these missions on hard mode. Quarantine zone's good, like honestly, run any of them. I just want to try running Heart of the Fortress since it gives the main reward of 220k XP. But I also really do like running Caligo Ossuary. I was running that a little bit earlier, so let me know right now if you start running a lot of these open missions. Let me know which your favorite is, and if you're, finding one that specifically gives more XP than others. But I'm gonna be going for the highest level mission because I need that sweet XP boost at the end. I have a full build going on, and I really want to see how long this takes. So, hey, we're about 5 minutes in, so if you like the video, remember to like for the YouTube algorithm, comment down below, and subscribe for the great YouTube gods. But we're going to continue on getting loot, farming, making guides occasionally. Check out twitch.tv/Pupsker, all that jazz, and let's get to it. So it looks like it's just me and one other bunny. Want to hit my electricity there, don't want to forget to do that. And then we continue on. This should hopefully not be too bad. We have a good enough built bunny, like I said. With that previous build, if you feel like copying it, go for it. It's not quite done yet, but hey. So we have a good build going on, even if we're not fully built up. And I do have HP regen as well. So I don't think I'll have a ton of issues dying. But it's always possible, you know? I can always die. I'm not perfect, okay? I goof. We all goof. I die, but like, look at that damage. So the XP from the start of this mission is not great yet, but once we get to these areas where there's more bounds of enemies, where I can just electrify and kill, this is where the ideal XP is. Obviously, if you're like me, you just run these in Publix, right? Who cares? But if you want to run it more ideally, you would have a full meta team tricked out. If you want to level Bunny, go with Bunny. If you want to level any other character, go with any other character, right? I'm using Bunny to show, like, you know, Bunny's godly. She is fast, and I need to level Bunny because I'm building her, so yeah. Any good DPS, any AoE Descendant that you want to take, or any weapons, go for it. Remember, in the First Descendant, you will want to equip the weapon that you are using, or want to level. So I want to level my Greg's Reverse Fate as well as take advantage of its mounting damage. So that's why I am using it right now. The weapon in your main hand will get most XP from kills and everything, just like how your Descendant gets a lot of XP and your weapons get less. If you kill enemies with your weapons, I believe your weapon absorbs more of that XP, and if you kill enemies with your Descendant, I believe your Descendant absorbs more of that XP. But, you know, it is what it is. Always use the Descendants, the weapons, and the items that you want to level, because it's very important if you're going out of your way to level stuff. That you level it properly, and you don't have max level gear on that you don't want to level. If you're going for, like, purely leveling runs. If you, of course, need to equip the main weapon so that you can still do enough damage to kill the enemy, that's fine. Just do whatever you need to do, you know? Because it takes a little bit for a lot of us to build up Descendants where they can absolutely nuke a lot of the enemies. But you'll see. I don't think we haven't really gained a ton of XP yet, but at the end of the mission, we'll get a really good amount. That's why I was really enjoying running Caligo Ossuary earlier. I went from level 1 to 18 in one run with Bunny, so it seemed to work out pretty well. I'm just going for that sweet boost at the end for this one. But there's a lot of really good missions that you can run right now. So check out a lot of the different missions to find out which you prefer. I'm still shouting out Caligo Ossuary as my preferred one, but I just wanted to run this highest level fortress one to see how the XP on it is compared to the other ones. Enemy is still dying pretty fast. We're still getting a good chunk of XP. Ow. Still getting a little beat up. But that's okay. Because we're already at 43,000 score, which is like a good chunk of XP. Right, all the enemies are still dying pretty quickly. The Bunny XP grind is real. I think I gained 1 level already, but I'm honestly not paying attention to the, oh, you leveled up pop-ups. Either way, Forgotten's is, or sorry, this one's really good. Just always go for those fast missions. Try to speed through it while you're killing all the enemies. Right, there's another level. And as long as you do that, you will get a good amount of progress. You just have to, since I'm Bunny, right? I just need to run at the enemies so that they know they will die. They will get electrocuted. The enemies must know. Right, that was that area. That was a good little XP area there. You will notice with a lot of the infiltration missions, the ones that require higher scores will have you killing more enemies, because that's how you get score. So You'd want to get both simultaneous infiltrations that give you a good amount of score, as well as a good amount of XP from the final enemy boss. Because it's important to take advantage of both. And there's a lot of really good infiltrations. All of them are good one way or another now. Because if you're farming Amorphous, you just throw on characters and weapons you need to level. If you're farming levels, you just go to one of the better Amorphous, or one of the better infiltration maps, and hopefully it has an Amorphous you want. So try to like kill like 2 birds, 1 stone type of deal. If you are only going for levels, throw on, right, ones with character EXP gain modifiers like that, and just murder everything. That's the general farm meta in this game. The external components are actually really useful, having a good variety of them, like a more tanky build and a more boosting character level or item drops build. So there's a lot of variety that can help you level up your characters more or less through your external components, so keep that in mind when you're also running these missions and leveling. Do you have your EXP modifiers on? Do you have EXP modifier components? Or are you just like freeballing it, going crazy, killing all the enemies? Yeah, you got a lot of options after all. Many options, and all of them are pretty good now. That's the one thing I am happy about this game, even though they goofed up the Haley farm to make it suck no matter what. Like, they made it better, but it's still bad. At least they're making the grind for XP a little less painful right now, and that is what I'm very happy about. Oh, I gotta stay in here. Because the XP grind before, the meta after Infiltrations, though, we'll talk about, it's still good to run anything else. If you want to run Kuiper mining, if you want to run defense, or if you want to run like the Void Experiment, Neutralize Void Experiment, those are still good. They'll still give you good chunks of XP. You'll still get some Amorphous, some gold, and some items out of it, so it's never a bad idea to run it. And you get like a lot of Void Shards, right? So there's a lot of just good farms now in the game for XP. So you don't have to overly worry about it. Farm what you're looking for. But if you are looking for sweet amounts of just XP, yeah, Infiltrations are really good. Okay, so this one looks like it slows down a little bit because it doesn't have an insane amount of enemy spawns right here. But that's okay, that's okay. Again, I'm just going to shout out Caligo Ossuary because I really like that one for leveling. It was a very high amount of enemy density in one area, and then you killed a lot of them. Oh, I'll probably stream Destiny again here and there. I still need to finish off some stuff, but I only played a little bit of the final shape and then like 100 hours in Lightfall. I'm just putting more hours right now into First Descendant, and then when Warframe updates come out, I'll put probably more hours into that, making guides and the usual. But First Descendant's having a lot of good beefy updates of stuff to do, so more interested in doing this, of course. Am I right? And now that the new leveling is out, I plan to level a lot of my characters because I have a lot. I have like 4, 5, and I need to start catalyzing all my characters. Like 4 or 5 characters that I need to level outside of like catalyzers, right? Now I'm hoping we can kill this one pretty fast. It looks like our damage is good, and since it's a melee form enemy, it's actually really easy. Not bad, not bad. Not too shabby at all. Yeah, while this is the highest level amount of XP you get at the end of the mission, I would say this mission might be a little too slow, so it might not be everyone's favorite. But again, Caligo Ossuary. Okay, where is the thingies? I was trying to, like, remember the mechanic. I was like, where are they? Turns out I was just, like, a little bit away from it. I don't think I'm close enough to do, like, electricity damage to it, sadly. So, you just gotta, really just gotta shoot it out. Could have thrown on my tamer, but my weapon damage on this weapon's really good, so it's okay. I have high electricity damage, so I'm good to just run around a lot of these bosses like this. And then when you see I get a beefy crit once in a while, once I have my crit rate up, it'll be a little better, right? 400k there. Whew. But hey, I like my current bunny build setup going. Now you want to do damage to these as much as possible. I don't think I can kill it instantly. My Greg's Reverse Fate's not maxed or anything. Could use more updates or upgrades. You feel me? I think I'm more kitted out than this other person, but that's okay. Just because I'm pretty sure mine died way faster. Or maybe we were actually just fighting the same one. Who knows? I don't know how easy or harder these missions are if you run it publics versus privates. You know how, like, the Colossi are a lot harder if you run it publics with people. But I always like running stuff in publics, just seeing what people build and what they bring around. But everyone seems to be, you know, decently enough built in publics. As long as you don't die a bajillion times, you're usually good there. Right? Boom! We got the XP off that kill. Now I'm 29, and then we'll get, at the end here, mission completion. And we'll get a huge boost of 200k EXP. Boom! And then we get the extra 3 levels at the end right there. Get some loot. If you need plasma batteries, anything like that, not too shabby. So you can see from that one mission, it's a long mission, it is 11 minutes, so it might not actually be the best mission. But from that one, we got up to level 32. Got a lot of XP all in one go. Wanted to see previous. But we did go from 26 still to 32. So it is really good. But again, I would say my favorite one is still the Ossuary mission. So, hey. That's not too shabby. But that is the highest level mission that technically gives you the most amount of EXP in one go. You can also run the lower level mission at the fortress, because I think it's a faster mission. That's why it gives less EXP. But there's so many ones to try out, and all of them are pretty good now. So I would just recommend all of these. Like, I think Quarantine Zone is good, because you can run it really fast. I like... again, Agna Desert Caligo Ossuary. You get a lot of XP from kills, and you can run it really fast. I think Bio Lab might also be really good, and I think a lot of people recommend this one as well. It's a faster mission, and you get 192,000 experience, so I think it is probably one of the better ones as well. But there's so many good ones here to run, so let me know which you prefer, your favorite mission to run, and if you find that one gives you better XP over the others. Of course, your meta farms will always be in a full group with good AoE murder builds, but I just run publics, bring random Descendants, and make sure I just have things built up to do damage. This is still the bunny build that I'm using for now, and it kills everything, no problem. So let me know which one you prefer for leveling. Let me know how the new leveling in the new update's going, or if you're just too pissed off of Haley level. So yeah, let me know what you think, everybody. Cheers, cheers.